Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Science Library. स्टूडेंट्स आप सब ने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, आप सब सब्सक्राइब कर लें और बेल आइकन भी प्रेस कर लें ताकि जैसे ही मैं YouTube पे अपनी वीडियो अपलोड करूं आपको फौरन नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए। अगर आपको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में से लिंक नहीं मिलता या बाकी वीडियोस के साथ मिक्स हो जाता है तो ये आपके लिए बहुत ईजी वे है। जस्ट प्रेस द बेल आइकन, ओके। Assalamualaikum class, so this is science class 2. Hello everyone. So it's unit 7, water, weather and wind, page 34. Please open your page 34. Unit 7, water, weather and wind. 3 W's, right? Water, weather and wind. 3 W's. The scientists also hold the W. Look at the left side. Yes. So every important things on earth start with the letter W. They are water, weather and wind. 3 most important things which starts from the W, and it's your unit 7, water, weather and wind, right? Okay, 7.1, where does water comes from? So we think that water comes from the oceans, from the rivers, from the lakes, from rivers, right? So think about that. How does it get into the oceans and rivers? Rivers and oceans में कहाँ से आया? Then we think it's come from the sky, right? If you said from the sky, then you are right. And the next point is, how does it get into the sky, right? Okay, let's discuss. The sun heats up the water in rivers and lakes and oceans. Sun जो है वो heat up करता है rivers, lakes and oceans में water को. Okay, the heated water rises into the air. The heated water rises into the air when it cools. Basically, when the first step is sun heats up the water into the river. You can look at your picture on the left side. Then the heated water rises up. When it rises up, it comes cool down. Okay, when it cools down, it falls to the ground again. When it cools down, it make a cloud. Then after making cloud, it falls to the ground again. It's all called the water cycle. Okay, and this picture is very important. If I ask about the water cycle, you have to write you have to draw the water cycle picture as well. Okay, 7.2, what is weather? Now we will study about weather. Weather is what the air around us is like. What is weather? Weather is when we feel hot, when we feel cold, when we feel hot and cold, right? Okay, so it depends on air. Weather basically depends on air. If air is hot, then weather is hot. If air is cold, then weather is cold. If air is dry, then weather is cold. If air is still, then weather is hot. If air is moving, that's when weather is good, right? Let's discuss. The air could be hot, the air could be cold, right? The air could be still, the air could be moving. Okay, and then the air could be wet, the air could be dry, right? We have to deal with all types of weathers. The middle of the earth, let's study that box. The middle of the earth, the hottest parts of the earth are near the middle. That means the middle of the earth is the most hottest parts. The countries which are the middle of the earth, these countries are the hottest countries in the earth. This is because the middle gets more heat from the sun. It means the middle part of the earth get more heat from the sun. Understand? Okay. I am ready for anything. क्या मतलब है इसका? I am ready for anything. What is the meaning of I am ready for anything? In your notebook, make a list of things you like to do when it is wet. When it is rainy day, what you like to do? You have to make a list. Then make a list of what you like to do when it is hot. Okay, the last two lines nowadays. In hot days, what do you like to want to do? Tell me. Okay. So next is wind. We studied about water. Yes, we studied about water. We studied about weather, and now the turn is wind. 7.3. Wind is moving air. What is wind? Wind is moving air. Wind can be good and wind can be bad. Let's study about the good things. Wind can spread seeds so that plants grow. The main and the most important and the good point of air is you have to memorize it, that wind can spread seeds so that plants grow, right? Wind can blow dirty air away from people live. These 2 points are very important. Wind can be good because wind can spread seeds so that plants grow. Wind can blow dirty air away from the people, so it's also a good point. Now here dirty air means the air of the industries, the air of the pollution, the air pollution and all this smoke and etc. Okay, so let's study about wind can also be bad. So how wind can also be bad? Very strong wind can make buildings shake or even fall down. Sometimes trees fall down, sometimes buildings fall down because of very strong wind, right? So it's a crossword puzzle. Yes, rain is made of Rain is made of water. The sun makes the air. Now अब ये water ये crossword across में आएगा. Across में ये 2 है. Okay. Water. Okay. And 4 is ये लाइन में आएगा, इस लाइन में across, from left to right. Across means from left to right. Okay, down means from up to downward. Across means from left to right. The sun makes the air hot. Okay, wind can spread seeds. Okay, without rain the air is the air is, let's see what is the answer. Without rain the air is dry. Without rain the air is dry. Okay, is what the air around us is like. Weather is what the air around us is like. Hold on to your umbrella in the wind because hold on your umbrella in the wind. It's upward to downward. Okay, wind, wind. Okay, so let's go to the workbook. Open your workbook page 17, I guess. Yes, workbook page 17. This picture is very important. This picture shows the water cycle. You have to color it and label it. Color the water, color the greenery, color the sun, color the clouds, color the arrows and color the rain and then label it. Okay, it is very important. It is very important diagram. Okay, students. So then next is, what is happening in this picture? Use the words in the list to complete the sentence. Okay. So the words are heated, sun, clouds, rising, ocean, rain, and cooling. The water in the ocean is being heated by the hot sun. The heated water is rising into the air. Up in the sky, the water is cool down. The water is cooling down. It is forming cooling down. It is forming rain. Water from the cloud is falling down as rain. Water is going back into the oceans, right? So it's a diagram of water cycle, which is very important. Yes, now here is some answers. Okay, it's your creative writing. Weather. Think of two things you can do when the air is dry. When the air is dry, what you wanted to do something. What you think what you can do. You have to write two things and you also draw the diagram. And same when air is hot, air is cold, air is wet, air is windy, and air is still. And also draw the pictures of the each answer. And it is very it's creative writing. So drawing pictures is interesting. What wind can do? Don't forget to draw pictures with your answer. The wind can do, the wind can do, the wind can do. Okay, what wind can do? The first thing is the wind spreads seeds so plants can grow. The second is blow dirty air away from where people live. And the three is if wind is very strong, it causes damage. Wind dry the clothes, produce energy, right? Okay, so the question answer is very easy. Only 6 question answers, I guess. What does the water cycle shows us? The water cycle show us how water is heated, rise up in the air and fell to the ground. It's a water cycle. That how water is heated, rise up in the air and fell to the ground. Okay. Question 2 is, what is weather? Weather is what the air around us can be. What is weather? Because weather depends on air. If air is cold, the weather is cold. If air is hot, the weather is hot. So what is weather? Weather is what the air around us can be. How air around us can be? Air can be hot, cold, still, moving, wet and dry. So these are 6 words. Then you can complete your answer. The opposite of hot is cold, the opposite of still is moving, and the opposite of wet is dry. So you can easily memorize it. That if you memorize the hot, you automatically know that cold and still and moving, wet and dry. Okay. What is wind? Wind is a moving air. When air is moving fastly or when air is moving, we call it wind, right? So question 5, what can wind be good? It can spread seeds from plants to grow, because some plants can't spread their seeds, so wind help them to spread the seeds. How can wind be bad? Strong wind can extreme weather, and buildings can shake or fall down, and sometimes trees as well. So it's a bad thing about wind. And we finished our topic, and it's very easy. We studied about wind, we studied about water, we studied about weather. When you talk about water, you know that water comes from the oceans. Sun heated the water and then it converts into clouds, and then it fall down as a rain. Water fall down as a rain. So it's a topic of water. When we talk about weather, we talk about air, because weather depends on air. If air is hot, then weather is hot. If air is cold, then weather is cold. And the third thing is wind. When air is moving, then we call it wind. Wind is bad and wind is good. Wind is good for the plants and good for some people and good in many ways, and same wind can be bad in any many ways. So this chapter is very easy. Okay class, best of luck, take care.